Weather update here on Morning Live. Now, earlier here on the program, we were supposed to speak to Father Smangaliso Mkhatsha on from Moral Regeneration Movement, of course, talking about the spate of rape, killing, and all the bad things that are happening in South Africa. But we had some technical problems. We couldn't take the discussion further with him. But because the Imbizo starts today, we are hoping to maybe to chat to him on Monday to hear what the recommendations were from the Imbizo and all the important details that came out of that Imbizo. Now, still focusing on the Youth Month, we're talking to two young people who bring an interesting aspect on this matter. Both of them have chosen celibacy as a lifestyle, choosing to pursue their careers instead of, doing all the other things that we know young people do here in South Africa. Itumeleng Sibiya is a 29-year-old qualified chartered accountant working as an auditor right now, and Ashley Mukwevho is a youth leader who is very much involved in motivating young South Africans. We're just going to have quite interesting discussions because we continue to celebrate a Youth Month here in South Africa. Itumeleng Dumela, welcome to Morning Live. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you for having us.
I know when I read my introduction about celibacy, someone will actually be looking at both of you and saying, look at how beautiful Itumeleng is, for instance. She's young, 29 years of age, and of course a qualified chartered accountant working as an auditor. But why did she choose that life?
Well, it's many reasons, actually.
Yeah.
I mean, the many reasons that we've been exposed to. But mostly, I believe that sex is meant to be enjoyed between two people in a committed, faithful relationship. So it's that, firstly, mostly that.
Waiting for the right time.
Waiting for the right time. And also, I mean, sex has been around. It's been around in the 1500s. Will forever be there. So there's no rush, really. It can wait. It can wait until I'm in a...
But unfortunately, it's not the view of many young people.
Yeah,
let's take, for example, the pregnancy stats for children who are in school. We had an interview on Morning Live earlier this week where you get primary school children aged 12 pregnant. So that's the problem that's facing our country. Yeah,
that's very true. But I know they get sex education, but I feel like in our day and age now, we're so inundated with sexual content. It's so easily available. It's readily available, And in the same way that sexual content is sitting in social media, it's sitting on our TVs and in what we listen to, is the same way that I feel like sex education needs to be set out, And also basically dealing with the consequences of abstaining, consequences of engaging in sex. What are the consequences? So that people are fully aware, yes, what they're getting themselves into,
All right. Now, Ashley, let me just bring you into the discussion. Of course, you were telling me off air that you go around schools, you go around churches to talk about young people. What is the feeling that you get from your interactions with them?
Yeah, from my interaction with the young people, I also get the sense that most of the time it's peer pressure.
Yeah.
They're engaging in, let's say, sex as young people because of their friends. Maybe their friends are actually saying, hey,
look at what is happening with social media. Things that we see on social media. People are taking up on things that they should not be. You get like new challenges. Someone puts up her picture not wearing anything, and it's a challenge. Challenges other people to do the same. So that's how far South Africa has gone.
Yeah, and I think it's also a problem of esteem. People look at that and they're like, okay, let me see how many likes and how many views I can get. And we need to come to the stage where we actually treasure our bodies, because our bodies are very sacred, our bodies are very unique. So, yeah.
All right. So we're trying to be relevant, if I can use that word. Yeah. But your take on social media, what we're seeing, there's a video that was doing the rounds of a young girl from the Free State who was sexually assaulted, and the most worrying part, you get older people who are sharing the same video.
Yes, I think we've become a bit not in touch with this whole issue, and how, like I was talking about the consequences, what the consequences are. We've become out of touch because we're so inundated with it. It's become a norm. I mean, back in our days, we didn't have social media. We used to play in the streets. And
we didn't know anything about sex at the age of 12.
We didn't know.
Yeah.
We didn't know. And now that the content is out there, we need to back it up with
the consequences.
Yes.
But what do you think needs to be done going forward? Is it the issue of morals, maybe? family values?
I think it's also both morals, and also if you look at our kids, I found in high schools and primary schools that I go to, especially in the black communities, unfortunately, we know that kids at that age, they've got so much energy, for example, right? But they don't have things to entertain them after schools. Unlike, they don't have soccer, they don't have netball. After school, they just have each other to look at, I guess, you know. And so we need to actually plead with the government. Let's keep these young people busy with things that are actually going to build them up. Let's teach them about career. Let's engage the community and actually help the young people to do something constructive with their time. Because if they're not doing anything with their time, then that's when they...
minds. Yeah, we know what idling minds do. But when don't you get pressure, Jeff, from your peers that, oh, do me, why this decision? Why wait for someone that might not even arrive?
No, I get that a lot, all the time. Yeah. But I think you need to be headstrong. You know, that's what it's about, being headstrong. And for me, the battle of sexual purity is first one in the mind. So making sure that I'm aware of what I'm watching. So because you actually become what you watch, you become what you listen to.
Also, if you know what you want.
If you know, and especially if you know what you want. So just being aware of that.
Interesting discussion, guys. Thank you so much for coming to us, and all the best going forward.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Well, there you have it, some young people chatting to us this morning. Itumeleng Sibiya is a 29-year-old qualified chartered accountant working as an auditor, and of course talking to us about her decisions not to engage in any sexual acts until the right guy comes her way. We are also talking to Ashley Mukwevho, who is a youth leader involved in motivating young South Africans, basically saying that there are lots of idling minds within the black communities, hence you find that they, go this route of engaging in things that they should not be doing. Let us take a break here on Morning Live. There's still so much more to come. Stay tuned.